you hear the story about the guy who goes up to the gas station and he's getting ready to fill up his vehicle with gas? You know, there's 3 grades of fuel, right? And on the left is the unleaded, and on the right is the premium. But he goes up to the pump, and in the middle pump, there's no marking. No marking at all. So he goes up the pump, and he looks a little bit closer at the middle pump. And out of the top of the pump, there's this little tear going down the side of the pump. And so the customer says, geez, I wonder what's going on. And so he goes up to the pump and says, hey, what's going on here? And out of the pump it says, what kind of fuel am I? Thank you. Wait till you hear the next one. Now, there's another little story I heard. There's a monk, a priest I should say, who gets to take over a monastery. And he's really into chanting. He just loves to chant. So every morning, crack of dawn, he's got all of the monks up in the monastery, and they're all in the chapel, and the head priest is up in front of him, and he's saying, good morning, good morning, good morning, on and on for 20 minutes. And this happens every single day. Well, after about 2 or 3 weeks of it, the monks are getting pretty tired of it. So one of the monks says, this is it. Today is the last day. I cannot take it anymore. I'm going to do something different in morning chapel. So up they get, the crack of dawn, into the chapel. The head priest stands up in front of them. Good morning, good morning. And from the back of the chapel, as the lone priest says, good evening, good evening. And the head monk says, no, 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 that's not it. Let's do it again. So he says, good morning, good morning. And from the back of the chapel, good evening, good evening. No, 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 no. Someone chanted evening. The best part is they kept asking me back. If I don't see you next year, it's been nice knowing you. Really nice. Blues in the Night was a tune that was done and made famous by the Woody Herman Orchestra back in the 1940s. It was nominated for a Best Song Award in 1942, and unfortunately it lost to Oscar Hammerstein's The Last Time I Saw Paris. So he lost an Oscar to an Oscar. It's story time again. I'd like to ask these following 2 gentlemen to come up. Can I have Lou Dick and Bob Harris? Would you please come up in front of the band? Now, Bob and Lou are just about charter members in this group, and come on up, gentlemen. This is not going to hurt any bit at all. Oh, now they're hiding. Come on, folks, we got to encourage them. Please have a good one. Come on, Lou. Come on, Bob. It's not going to hurt a bit. You know, would I lie to you? Would you lie to me? No, it's really painless. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be the center of this story. So you're just going to be kind of just friendly window dressing. Come on, we want to. It ain't going to hurt a bit. How long is the cord? It'll reach. Okay. You know, if you can't bring the mountain to Muhammad, you got to bring the mountain. Okay. Now, gentlemen, stand up. This is going to be really, really short and sweet. Now, I've known Lou and Bob for many, many years, and they're both great gentlemen, great baritone players. Come on up here, Bob. They want to see you. Now, no, trust me, this is going to be great. Now, you know, the 3 of us have been close acquaintances and friends for, you know, a number of years. And what I'm going to do is just tell a story in the future, okay? And unfortunately, the story starts off pretty bad. We all go to meet the Maker. And we're at Heaven's Gate talking to St. Peter. And St. Peter says, welcome to heaven, everybody. He said, you've all been good people all of your life. Well, Mr. Nordahl, I don't know about you, but we'll let you in anyway. He says, heaven is a huge place. There's lots to do. You can go all over the place. You can go anywhere you want to. But just stay away from the purple cloud. So the three of us are looking over this vast expanse of heaven. And, you know, Lou would say, Lou, you go that way, you know, and I said to Bob, Bob, you go over that way. And I'll go straight ahead. And I said, we'll be back here in 20 minutes, okay? So 20 minutes come by. And Bob and I are standing there all by ourselves, but we don't see Lou. He's nowhere to be found. And after about another 15, 20 minutes, way off in the distance, here comes Lou. And he's got on his hand this lady who is ugly. I mean, really ugly. And the closer he gets, Bob and I are going, oh. And we said, Lou, what happened to you? And he shrugs his shoulders and he says, I stepped on the purple cloud. So we both look at him and we say, Lou, you stay right there. You can't do anything. Just stay right there. Don't move. So Bob and I said, well, we're going to go off and explore. He said, we'll be back here in 20 minutes. So off we go. 20 minutes passes. I'm back. But now there's no Bob. So Lou and I are sitting there going, what's going on? What happened to Bob? He knew he was supposed to be back in 20 minutes. So off in the distance, here comes the silhouette of Bob. And on his arm, both arms, he has got not one, but two girls. And they were uglier than dicks. They were just, hideous. And finally Bob gets close enough and say, Bob, what happened to you? He says, I stepped on the purple cloud. So now I'm looking at the two of them. I said, okay, that's it. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Both of you stay here. You're not getting in any more trouble. I'm going to go out and see what this purple cloud stuff is about. So off I go. I say, I'll be back in 20 minutes. 20 minutes go by. I'm nowhere to be found. But off in the distance, here comes a silhouette. And there are attached on each of my arms two of the most beautiful ladies you have ever seen in your life. I'm talking drop dead gorgeous. And the closer I get, Lou and Dick are looking at each other, and finally one of them blurts out and says, what happened to you? And these two beautiful ladies look up and say, we stepped on the purple cloud. So that was our bedtime story. Thank you, guys.
Troy, thank you for coming out. We appreciate you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I will be performing at the Congo Room on Wednesday and Friday nights from 9 until 12. No cover, no minimum, and no purple clouds.
Thanks for coming. See you next week.